that even mean, Bowers Game Corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game review. Today I have another special Kickstarter review today for Airlock from Sneak Attack Press. This is for 2 to 6 players, for ages I'd say about 7 and up. It'll take about, 15 to 35 minutes to play. And in Airlock, you're going to be building some crazy contraption machine trying to match up different ends and score the most points. Let's open up and see how it plays. Okery dokery. We're going to be taking a look at what you're going to get inside of Airlock. But first and foremost, I always like to mention this is a promotional copy of the game. The game that you're going to get will be drastically different. I know for a fact the tiles are going to be a lot smaller than this. For the promotional edition, I get these big tiles, which are really hard to use on a much larger game because these tiles are pretty big. But the ones you're going to get are going to be smaller, probably thicker, so on and so forth. But anywho, we got first and foremost our handy dandy rule booklet. It is 2 pages, double-sided, full color, plenty of play examples. Very, very well done rule booklet for a very simple game. You'll be up and running in no time with this game. So next, I'm going to show you how to play a 2-player version of this game. You can play 2 to 6, but we're going to do a quick version of a 2-player game. So what you're going to notice is the only thing you're going to get in this game are cards. And this is a drafting game. So essentially, you're going to have a certain number of cards out here. Everybody's going to be drafting these cards, trying to build a machine. And then you want to optimize the points. At the end of 3 rounds, whoever has the most points is going to be the winner of the game. But first and foremost, let's give you a look at the card itself. So on there, you're going to notice you got numbers in the middle. It says 1, 2, 4, 6. Then we got 2 orange sides, 1 yellow side, and a blue side. So how this works is, if this is your first tile you're going to lay down on your first turn, you're not going to score any points at first. However, the next time you lay down a tile, you have to make sure you connect to a piece. So let's just pretend I picked this up, so this one's gone, and it comes back around to me. I would need to make sure I got a red, a blue, or a yellow, an orange. So let's see, I'm looking around the board and I'll say, all right, I will take this yellow piece right here and I'll connect it like this. Now, at the end of every single turn, you are going to score. So what would happen is, I would score 1 point right here for connecting 1 to this, and I'd score 1 point right here for connecting to this. So I would score 2 points. Now, if the next time it comes around to me, I were to take this piece and put it right there, I would then have 2 connections on this one, which means I would get the second number there. So I would score 2 points here, and then I would score for this one right here. So I would get 2, and then I would get another 2, so I would be up to 4 points. And obviously, you want to try and have as many connections, because once you get to the 4th connection, you're doing 6 points a turn. But anywho, you're going to be going back and forth, you're going to be drafting and connecting your different pieces, and you are going to be tallying up your points each and every time. Now how this works is, so 2 players, let's pretend there's a guy here and a guy here. I would go first, then this guy would get to go twice, and then I would get to go twice, and then he would get to go twice. So if you had 3 players, it would go this guy, this guy, this guy, twice, and then this guy twice, and so on and so forth. A snake draft format, if you will. But anywho, once all the cards have been used, you're going to see how many points you have, and then you're going to do a second round. And in the second round, in the first round, you get 6 cards per player in the center of the table. In the second round, you're only going to be getting 4 cards per player. You're going to do the same thing, and whoever has the lowest score at the end of the first round is going to decide who gets to go first, and you're going to continue to build on your original machine. You're going to use all those ones, and then in the final round, you're only going to have 2 cards out there per player, and you're going to do that yet again, score up all your points, and whoever has the most points at the end of round 3 will be the winner of Airlock. And that, in a nutshell, is how Airlock is played. Alrighty then, Airlock from Sneak Attack Press. What are my final thoughts? Let's go over the pros, let's go over the cons. First, on the con side, the game is not going to be for everybody for 2 real reasons I can think of. First and foremost, there's not too much strategy in the game. There is some mild strategy about which pieces you're going to lay down and how you're going to optimize the most scoring of your points, but really, there's not too much meaty strategy here, so if you're big into the meaty strategy games, probably not going to be for you. Also, artwork-wise, I did enjoy the artwork, the different pieces, but there really isn't that much. I mean, you just have the different pieces of the machine, nothing else really on the artwork side. Moving on to the pros, though, I really did enjoy Airlock. I actually liked it quite a bit. It really fills a different niche being that small little filler game you can just bust out and have a good deal of fun with. I liked the drafting. I really did. You know, you get that moment where you're like, oh man, should I take this because it's going to help me, or should I take this because it's really going to screw you over? And I like that kind of game, that little bit of take that if you choose to do that. Plus, I love drafting mechanics. After watching the gameplay video, you could probably decide if the game is for you or not, because it is an extremely simple game, very easy to play, very easy to teach, which are always good things, and I think it would very well fit a good family game niche, while still also being able to be a filler game at game night. Overall, really did enjoy Airlock, so if you're interested, check out the link below, tell them Bowers Game Corner sent you. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for your time, YouTube.
That was a review for Airlock. For more reviews and previews, check back at Bowers Game Corner.